Hello, everybody. Trevor Saxon here, founding member of Mission Smith Studio. And I know I'm a bit early on this, but I figured I would make a video on the day that I unpublished End of an Era Borisov's Beginning. It sucks that it had to happen, but it had to happen. I am afraid of the company that I've accidentally transgressed upon, and I know that I lost that fight before it even began. Again, that sucks. I talked to the lawyer. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video or not, but he said something to the effect of, this would be a fight that cost me about $14,000 of lawyer fees, and I would have lost. So he advised that I don't fight that fight. So I was like, okay, and I let it go. I stopped responding to like texts and stuff saying, hey, we can, we see that your thing is abandoned. We're gonna make sure that you get the thing. It's like, you can't help me with this. No, you can't help me with this. And that's okay. That's fine. I took a look at the statements of allowance in my emails, and I have until, don't mind this, it's just like a little fidget thing. I have until August 24th to release, or I guess re-release, Borisov's Beginning under a different name. Which, thanks to the person who, if you own a copy of the book, you'll recognize this name. Thanks to Jacob McCardle, we have a new name. Am I going to say it on here? Hell no. That's a good way to have somebody take it. So we have a new name. I'll give you one hint and one hint only. It is no longer EE, it is CC. That's as much as you're gonna get out of me for the new secret name. Boogity boogity. Now, the book should be released, I don't know if I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. August 24th is the final day that I'm allowed to not have a either a statement of use or SAO or an extension. So we're just gonna do the thing. We're gonna release it probably a week before then at latest. For those of you who are in my friend circle, you will know that I'm going to be having a little shindig with like 12 to 20 of the people that I've known for like 7 years on the internet. We're all just gonna finally meet up, and we're gonna go places, we're gonna do things, it's gonna be neat. After we re-release Borisov's Beginning, CCBB, we're gonna try to do an audiobook for it. Like, just hammer that out. It's mostly just going to be me who is the voice. I may get other people involved. Especially when it comes to the females, there's like 2 that I have in mind. Because, there's only 2 females that I know. Other than my man. Sorry. Yeah, so the audiobook I don't imagine is going to be too awfully long. How many words was it again? It was something silly like 80,000. How long is an 80,000 word audiobook? So it'll be about 8 to 9 hours of audiobookness. So that'll be neat. What else? So the picture lore book, the thing that I was doing before I got socked, is still in the works, still going. And I dropped it. Still in the works. I might have to change up some lore stuff because I forgot to consider nukes. But that'll get figured out as you do. You may have heard that I was working on a virtual tabletop and then I was going to put it on the back burner and all that stuff. I found a coder from Ireland who is willing to do it for, like, kind of cheap. I'm excited about that. I don't know whether he wants his name put out there yet, so we're just gonna refer to him as Irishman for the sake of it. He's a cool guy, very polite. It's like the least Irish accent I think I've ever heard in my life, but it's neat. He's vouched for by somebody that I know who lives in the state. I can't really say anything about it yet. I know that he sent me a line of pseudocode for one of the weapons, and I guess that's how we're gonna do the whole... It's like, hey, you want to put weapon in game? Here's weapon. This line of code is weapon. If you want to add in your own, copy line, mod it in. Something like that. I believe in his ability to make code that is modifiable in a relatively easy way, so just about anybody can do it. The art style is going to be kind of similar in that, like, anybody should be able to do the art stuff. So we'll see what happens there. And last but not least, like, I have a checklist, that's why I keep looking over here, of bullet points I want to go over. I'm not going to show y'all the long-term plans anymore. I've showed you it so many times at this point, and it's been jumbled up so many times because of some bullcrap, right? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I know this isn't one of the bullet points, and in fact, the no longer showing long-term plans thing is the last thing on the bullet point. But, like, I made a mistake with registering the trademark for Mission Smith Studio, so that sucks. It's probably gonna run me about 2 to 3K, which is most of the treasury as it is now. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to recover from that. There's just a lot going on, man. And I know that if I say something now, in the future it's going to change. And I mean, like, so recent in the future, or so close in the future that, like, a week from now it might change. I can't tell you. Truly, I don't know. Just everything is a little screwy right now, and I don't know how to fix it. I wish I did. But this is why we have the lawyer. The lawyer is a good enough guy. He is doing everything in his power to make sure that the situation is salvageable. Today I have to stop over at the library and print a document to sign, scan that, and then send it back to the lawyer, and that'll be another $1,000 down the drain. So, like, any money that's not going toward food, gas, bills, and getting ready for this little shindig thing of mine is going over there. This hurts. I don't mean e-beg, y'all, but suffering. just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna e-beg, and I'm sorry about that. But if you know me personally, shoot me a text. I will send you my email so you can put money into my PayPal. Alternatively, you can send me money on, oh god, what was this place called again? Ko-Fi, I think. Yeah, Ko-Fi, that was it. However you can help. Any help that is offered will be taken. I'm not doing loans. I don't do loans. I give people money because they're down on their luck. And then they give it back to me, sometimes with interest. I do not take loans. I do not like being in debt. I'm already in debt with freaking health department. Well, not health department, but like hospitals and stuff. I really gotta pay that. But it's not gonna be till later. It's not gonna be till after the shindig. The money that I would have paid the health insurance companies and whatnot is what I'm paying for that. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. Sorry. I gotta go back through and take Borisov's beginning off of my website because I don't have any products anymore because I just took off the thing. You see, you went off script and now the video's twice as long as it needs to be. I know. We'll go ahead and end it there. Yep, forgot the line. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. Have a good one. MSS out.